Their offseason automatically goes up, considering that the Austin Johnson and a few other pieces, and they lost out on the young core of RJ Barrett, which means they're an overall pick. So you add that with Julius Randle, and you still have guys like Kevin Knox and Dennis Smith Jr., and I believe that is still offseason includes the NBA draft, and RJ Barrett was the same great offseason just by simply adding a guy like RJ Barrett. They also traded for the 30th overall pick and selected Kevin Porter Jr., who I really like. And they also got the 26th overall pick in Dylan Wildner, so I just think that the Cleveland Cavaliers during the agency, they didn't have the cap space to do anything, but their draft picks just pushed them up draft and made their team even better. And obviously during the offseason, they obviously made the trade to get Russell Westbrook to pair up with James Harden. If you want to watch that video, I made a whole video on it. You can check that down below, so I'm not going to get too into this video, but I believe that I think it gives them a good chance to now compete in a tough West to change with what they do with Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they managed to transform PG and Russell Westbrook. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Here we and Russell Westbrook into Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, and about 8 first-round picks for George, which automatically brings them down to an E, but which is just insane. Obviously, they lost Paul Young team in the Western Conference that really could challenge any team, but they managed to add Bol Bol, who's a guy that has potential to be anything in this league, and with the draft pick that they selected him at in a trade with Miami well, it doesn't even matter because they have their team set anyway. It's basically a risk versus reward, and if it's a risk that doesn't pay off, but if it's a risk that actually pays off, it is insane. Walker, which I guess you can't complain if you're a Celtics fan, and then Enes Kanter is a guy that is decent, but is nothing special, so I just think they ranked a B. I could have ranked them lower, but I think that Kemba Walker will elevate his game in Brad Stevens' offense. He'll be kind of like what Isaiah Thomas was for the Boston Celtics. And if Tatum and Brown can improve to that next level, Gordon Hayward can come back a little bit better, and the Celtics will still be a decent team in the Eastern Conference and can still challenge. That was the 3rd overall pick in this year's NBA draft, but what they did in free agency was also very good. This is a team that ended up getting Dwight Howard, Andre Iguodala, freed up some cap space in Chandler Parsons, have the ability to get some more assets in trading away Dwight Howard and Andre Iguodala. Terrible offseason after obviously losing Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins. They ended up this offseason. Now obviously they won't keep D'Angelo Russell in my opinion when Klay Thompson gets back, but it allows them to have a trade asset, and obviously they lost Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston, but these are guys that were aging and just veteran guys, and to get D'Angelo Russell, a young guy on that team alongside Willie Cauley-Stein, is just incredible for the Golden State Warriors, and I think they did very well. Trae Young and John Collins, they ended up getting moved, and once Nurkic gets back, Whiteside can be used as a draft. Obviously, to pair up their young piece alongside, obviously getting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, 2 top 10 picks, is extremely good for them, and their major win, Bruno Fernando, which I really like, and obviously the 3 is extremely good for them. Plus the addition of Al Horford on that team, amazing defensively. No one's going to stop them in the Eastern Conference, which are well unbeaten. Actually could have been Zion Williamson alone and they would have got an A+. But not only that, Lonzo Ball, defensive backcourt. They also got Bogdanovic, Ed Davis, Jeff Green, and Mudiay. Amazing offseason by the Utah Jazz. Their depth is looking incredible. And